World-class athlete, so you now know everything, and now having your unconscious muscle memory, the ability to execute all 10 anatomical values associated with your entire body. Now we're gonna master the 7 of the arm. So in this first drill video, I'm just gonna walk you through how to make sure that you're finding the right anatomical checkpoints so you know with 100% certainty if you're doing it correctly. So let's go ahead and get situated into our starting position where our heel will be off the ground, all those key checkpoints we understand. Then as you toss, bend, and tilt, focus on just doing 2 things with your right arm. Number 1 is focus on pulling your right arm back, which is known as abduction. And number 2, focus on just very fluidly bending your elbow at about a 90-degree angle. So go ahead and execute that about 2 more times, just feeling yourself get into that nice position. And now what we're gonna do with that fluidity built into it, focus on executing a nice toss, bend, and tilt, and then freezing, and then you can stand up straight comfortably after you get that checkpoint. And now we're gonna look at our arm. The first thing to look for is your elbow should be pointed straight in line with your back shoulder, just like that. And in terms of how high or how low it should be straight in line, just like that. In terms of how bent it should be bent at a 90-degree angle. The racket, you should be able to slightly see your strings with the edge of your racket pointed towards the side fence, just like that. The wrist will be completely neutral. So if we drew a line from your elbow all the way to the racket, that should form a straight line, just like that. And your shoulder should be in a internally rotated position about 20 degrees. So you should see that the racket is kind of in front of your head in this position, just like that. If you achieve all of these 7 key checkpoints, well, let's go through it one more time. Very, very fluid toss, bend, and tilt. And go ahead and achieve it. Freeze, look at your arm. So this is flexion, extension in a straight line, right? Then you have adduction, abduction. You should see that your elbow to your shoulder forms a straight line, just like that. Beautiful. Then, how bent is your elbow? Your elbow should be bent at a 90-degree angle, so it's straight up to the sky. Your forearm should be supinated at a 45-degree angle. This causes, right, if you're looking at your racket, you should see that your racket is pointed at a 45-degree angle towards that side fence. So it should look like this. So here'd be 90, here'd be that perfect 45. Brilliant. So that's checkpoint 1, 2, 3, and then there's 4. 5 is gonna be not flexed, not extended, but your racket should be pointed straight up if we drew a line from your elbow to your racket. And then the 6th anatomical motion is gonna be that your wrist is in an ulnar deviated of about 45. So your racket, rather than being positioned inside the head or too far that way, should be straight up. And then lastly, number 7 is you wanna have that shoulder internally rotated from about a 10 to a 20-degree angle. So that means that from this view, you should see, oh, got it, the racket's in front of my head. You achieve all those key checkpoints, and that's the secret to getting that massive pop on your serve. So I highly encourage you, now that you have a generalized understanding of what to look for visually, we're now gonna execute the next drill video where we're gonna assess from a side angle, and then the last drill video where we're gonna assess from that rear angle. All right, let's get it, world-class athlete.